Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the extraordinary life of one of the greatest athletes of all time, Muhammad Ali. Not only was he a legendary boxer, but his life was also filled with scandals, controversies, and life-changing events that shaped not only his career, but also the world around him. So let's get started. Early life and rise to fame. Muhammad Ali was born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. on January 17, 1942, in Louisville, Kentucky. His boxing journey began at the young age of 12 when his bicycle was stolen, and he wanted to learn how to fight. His trainer, Joe Martin, recognized his talent early on. By 1960, Ali won a gold medal in the light heavyweight division at the Rome Olympics. With his charming personality and unmatched boxing skills, Ali quickly became a household name. He captured the world heavyweight title in 1964, defeating Sonny Liston in a shocking upset. Conversion to Islam and name change. After his victory, Ali announced his conversion to Islam and changed his name. This decision was met with mixed reactions. While some applauded his spiritual journey, others viewed it as controversial. His newfound beliefs also led to him refusing to be drafted into the Vietnam War, famously stating, "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong." This stance not only affected his boxing career, but also sparked nationwide debates about race, religion, and patriotism. Scandals and controversies. Ali faced severe backlash for his anti-war stance. In 1967, he was stripped of his boxing titles and banned from the sport for 3 years. During this time, Ali became a symbol of resistance and a voice for civil rights, advocating for social justice and equality. However, his outspoken nature also led to personal scandals. One notable incident was his rivalry with fellow boxer Joe Frazier, which escalated into a bitter feud, both inside and outside the ring. Their fights drew massive attention and polarized boxing fans. Muhammad Ali was involved in several notable controversies throughout his life, many of which stem from his outspoken nature and his commitment to his beliefs. Here are some of the most famous controversies associated with him. Vietnam War and draft evasion. In 1967, Muhammad Ali faced a significant controversy when he refused to be drafted into the Vietnam War. His refusal was rooted in his religious beliefs as a member of the Nation of Islam and his opposition to the war itself. He famously stated, "I ain't got no quarrel with them, Viet Cong," expressing his view that he had no personal conflict with the Vietnamese people. As a result of his stance, Ali was arrested and convicted of draft evasion. In 1967, he was stripped of his boxing titles and banned from the sport for 3 years, effectively halting his boxing career during that time. His refusal to serve in the war made him a polarizing figure in the United States, generating national debates about patriotism, civil rights, and the moral implications of the Vietnam War. Supporters admired his courage to stand up for his beliefs, while critics viewed him as unpatriotic. This incident ultimately transformed Ali into a symbol of resistance and a prominent voice in the civil rights movement. 2. Conversion to Islam and name change. After winning the heavyweight title in 1964, Ali announced his conversion to Islam and changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali. This decision was controversial, particularly in a predominantly Christian country, and sparked backlash from some segments of society who viewed it as un-American or disrespectful. 3. Rivalry with Joe Frazier. Muhammad Ali's rivalry with Joe Frazier is one of the most famous and contentious in boxing history. The animosity between the two fighters intensified as they prepared for their epic bouts, culminating in 3 legendary matches that captured the attention of the world. The rivalry began in the late 1960s after Ali's return to boxing following his ban. Frazier was the reigning heavyweight champion, and Ali aimed to reclaim his title, leading to heightened competition. Ali often referred to Frazier using derogatory names, calling him Uncle Tom and the Gorilla. He publicly mocked Frazier's appearance and fighting style, attempting to undermine his confidence and portray himself as the superior fighter. Ali's trash-talking was part of his larger strategy to promote the fights and build public interest, but it crossed personal boundaries, fueling Frazier's anger. The personal attacks created a deep-seated animosity between the two fighters. Frazier felt betrayed by Ali's insults, especially since they had previously shared a respectful relationship when Frazier supported Ali during his legal battles over his draft evasion. Their first match took place at Madison Square Garden, drawing massive attention. Frazier won a hard-fought decision, handing Ali his first professional defeat. Their second match saw Ali winning by unanimous decision, further intensifying the rivalry. Their third encounter is often regarded as one of the greatest fights in boxing history. It was a brutal battle, with Ali emerging victorious when Frazier's trainer stopped the fight after the 14th round. Ali famously declared it the closest thing to dying he had ever experienced. The rivalry had lasting effects on both fighters. While they later expressed mutual respect, the animosity from their earlier years lingered. Frazier's resentment towards Ali remained, as he felt deeply hurt by the insults. Political engagement. Throughout his life, Ali engaged in political activism, often aligning himself with controversial figures and causes. His support for the Nation of Islam and figures like Malcolm X drew criticism from various groups and individuals, making him a polarizing figure in the civil rights movement. Views on religion and race. Ali's views on race and religion often sparked controversy, particularly his belief that he was a representative of the oppressed, and that his religion provided him with a unique perspective on these issues. Some people felt his views were too radical, while others viewed him as a hero for standing up against injustice. Relationship with the media. Ali had a complicated relationship with the media, often using them to promote his image while simultaneously criticizing their coverage of him. His interactions with journalists were sometimes contentious, leading to controversies regarding his portrayal in the press. The comeback and legacy. After being reinstated, Ali made a remarkable comeback. He regained the heavyweight title in 1974 by defeating George Foreman in the famous Rumble in the Jungle. This victory solidified his legacy as a fighter. Despite his success, Ali's life was not without further scandals, including accusations of infidelity and public disputes with his trainers. Nevertheless, his resilience and ability to overcome adversity endeared him to millions. Later life and humanitarian work. In his later years, Ali was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, which impacted his health significantly. Despite this, he remained active in humanitarian efforts, advocating for peace and social justice worldwide. His commitment to helping others left a lasting impact, showcasing that true greatness goes beyond athletic achievement. Muhammad Ali was more than just a boxing champion. He was a cultural icon, a civil rights advocate, and a symbol of resilience. His life was filled with scandals, controversies, and life-changing events that not only shaped him as a person but also influenced the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more inspiring stories from history. What's your favorite moment from Muhammad Ali's life? Let us know in the comments below.